What I'm about to tell you is something most doctors don't explain clearly. I'm Dr. Evan Hartley, and today I'm going to break it down in the simplest way possible, so you can actually understand what's happening inside your body. Stop believing the lie that gray hair is simply bad genetics or just a normal part of aging. For millions of adults over 50 and 60, that silver hair may not just be a sign of getting older. In many cases, it can be a biological signal that your hair follicles are starving for the nutrients and enzymes needed to maintain natural pigment. And when those pigment systems stop receiving the raw materials they need, the color slowly fades away. But here's the fascinating part. Research now suggests that certain foods may help support the very mechanisms involved in maintaining hair pigmentation, protecting melanocytes, and reducing oxidative stress inside the hair follicle. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 6 specific foods linked to healthier hair pigmentation and stronger follicle function. Foods that may help support your body's natural ability to maintain hair color from the inside out. We are not talking about expensive miracle supplements or chemical dyes. We are talking about simple foods you can find at your grocery store. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why your hair changes with age, what's happening biologically inside the follicle, and how nutrition may play a much bigger role than most people realize. Welcome back to the channel. I'm truly glad you're here because today we're talking about something deeply personal for many people. You look in the mirror and notice the texture changing, the color fading, the vibrant hair you once recognized slowly replaced by coarse gray strands that don't quite feel like you. And emotionally, that can feel discouraging. But I want you to think about this differently. Gray hair is often more than a cosmetic issue. Sometimes it's a biological message. Your body may be signaling that it's lacking some of the nutrients involved in pigment production, cellular protection, and follicle repair. The medical term for this process is achromotrichia, but in simple terms, it's what happens when the pigment factories inside your hair follicles begin shutting down. When we're younger, specialized cells called melanocytes work continuously to inject pigment into every strand of hair. Over time, oxidative stress, inflammation, nutrient deficiencies, and cellular aging may damage these pigment-producing cells or cause them to become inactive. The encouraging part? In many cases, the goal is not necessarily to reverse aging, but to better support the systems that protect and nourish those follicles before more damage occurs. Today, we're going to walk through 6 specific foods connected to the major root causes of hair graying. Mineral deficiencies, oxidative stress, hydrogen peroxide buildup, poor circulation, nutrient absorption problems. And before we begin, if you enjoy science-based wellness content focused on healthy aging, consider subscribing to the channel. Our mission here is simple: to help you better understand your body and make smarter choices that support long-term vitality and healthy aging. Also, I genuinely love to know, where are you watching from today? Leave a comment below because I always enjoy seeing this community grow around the world. Now let's begin with the first food. And honestly, this one is incredibly important if your goal is supporting healthy hair pigmentation naturally. Food number 1, beef liver. The nutrient dense ink cartridge for hair pigment. I know some of you may already be making a face hearing the words beef liver. But stay with me for a moment because the science behind this is genuinely fascinating. One of the most important nutrients for hair pigment production is copper. Your body relies on an enzyme called tyrosinase to produce melanin, the pigment responsible for the color of your hair. Think of tyrosinase like the factory worker responsible for painting each strand of hair. But there's a catch. Tyrosinase cannot function properly without copper. When copper levels become too low, pigment production slows dramatically. Hair may continue growing, but it begins losing its natural color. Research published in Biological Trace Element Research found a significant relationship between lower copper levels and increased hair graying. And in modern diets, many people consume muscle meats regularly, but rarely eat organ meats, which are among the richest natural sources of copper. In simple terms, your hair follicle may have plenty of paper to print hair, but not enough ink to maintain color. That's why I sometimes describe beef liver as the ink cartridge for your follicles. Now, you don't need huge amounts. In fact, because the liver is so nutrient dense, moderation is important. Even a small serving once weekly can provide highly bioavailable copper, B vitamins, iron, and vitamin A. And if you dislike the flavor, you can blend small amounts into ground meat dishes, soups, or sauces. Your taste buds may not notice much difference, but your follicles might. Now let's move to the second food, because this next mechanism surprises almost everyone. Food number 2. Almonds helping your body defend against internal bleaching. Most people don't realize this, but your body naturally produces hydrogen peroxide during metabolism. Yes, essentially the same compound commonly associated with bleaching. When we're younger, the body produces protective enzymes like catalase that help break hydrogen peroxide down into harmless compounds. But with aging, catalase activity may decline, and when hydrogen peroxide builds up inside the hair shaft, it may contribute to internal bleaching of the hair. This oxidative stress mechanism has been discussed in several aging and dermatology studies examining hair depigmentation. And this is where almonds become interesting. Almonds contain nutrients involved in antioxidant enzyme production, including vitamin E, zinc, copper, and manganese. These nutrients help support the body's natural antioxidant defense systems. One helpful tip for older adults: soaking almonds overnight may improve digestibility and nutrient absorption, especially for people with a lower stomach acid. Instead of reaching for processed snacks in the afternoon, replacing them with soaked almonds may provide your body with nutrients involved in protecting follicle cells from oxidative stress. Next, let's talk about circulation and cellular energy. Food number 3. Nutritional yeast, supporting vitamin B12 and healthy blood flow. Healthy hair follicles need oxygen, nutrients, and healthy blood circulation. And one nutrient that becomes increasingly important with age is vitamin B12. As we get older, the stomach often produces less intrinsic factor, a protein required for proper B12 absorption. Low B12 levels have been associated with fatigue, neurological symptoms, and in some cases, premature hair graying. Nutritional yeast is often fortified with B12 and contains a savory, almost cheesy flavor that's easy to add to soups, vegetables, eggs, or popcorn. You can think of blood vessels like highways carrying nutrients to your follicles, and vitamin B12 helps support the production of healthy red blood cells, essentially fueling those delivery systems. Without adequate B12, rapidly dividing cells like hair follicles may struggle to function optimally. Now let's talk about something that many people overlook completely: the gut. Food number 4. Sauerkraut or fermented foods, supporting the gut-hair connection. You can consume all the nutrients in the world, but if your digestive system isn't absorbing them properly, your follicles may still remain undernourished. As we age, gut microbiome diversity often decreases, digestion weakens, and inflammation may rise. This gut-skin connection, sometimes called the gut-skin axis, plays a major role in overall health, including hair health. Fermented foods like sauerkraut or kimchi provide probiotics and beneficial compounds that help support a digestion and microbial balance. A healthier gut environment may improve the nutrient absorption, particularly minerals and B vitamins involved in follicle function. Think of your gut like soil in a garden. If the soil is damaged and depleted, healthy growth becomes much harder. Sometimes supporting digestion is one of the most overlooked parts of healthy aging. Now let's move to protection. Food number 5, blackberries or blueberries, protecting pigment cells from oxidative stress. Your melanocytes, the cells responsible for hair pigment, are extremely sensitive to oxidative stress. Every day, factors like pollution, UV exposure, chronic stress, inflammation, and poor sleep create unstable molecules called free radicals. And over time, those free radicals may damage pigment-producing cells. Dark berries like blueberries and blackberries are rich in anthocyanins and vitamin C, powerful antioxidant compounds linked to cellular protection. Research in dermatology and aging science continues to examine how oxidative stress contributes to follicle aging and melanocyte dysfunction. You can think of antioxidants as protective shields standing guard outside the pigment factory. When oxidative stress rises, those antioxidants help defend the cells from damage. Adding a cup of dark berries into your routine regularly may help support overall cellular resilience, circulation, and healthy aging. And finally, we come to food number 6. Food number 6, black sesame seeds, ancient nutrition, supported by modern mineral science. Black sesame seeds have been used for centuries in traditional wellness systems to support hair, vitality, and healthy aging. Modern nutritional analysis shows they contain important minerals including iron, zinc, copper, calcium, and healthy fats. And deficiencies in iron and zinc have repeatedly been linked to changes in hair quality and pigmentation. These tiny seeds are surprisingly nutrient dense. You can toast them lightly and sprinkle them over salads, vegetables, rice dishes, or smoothies. Think of them like tiny nutrient batteries helping keep your follicles powered and supported. Now let's quickly review your new hair support grocery list. Beef liver for copper and pigment supporting nutrients. Almonds for antioxidant enzyme support. Nutritional yeast for B12 and healthy blood support. Sauerkraut for gut health and a nutrient absorption. Dark berries for antioxidant protection. Black sesame seeds for minerals and healthy fats. And I want to be honest with you, this is not an overnight process. Hair grows slowly. Real biological changes take time. Most people who notice improvements in hair quality, energy, skin, or overall vitality do so gradually over several months of consistent habits. But the beautiful thing is this. When you nourish your body properly, the benefits often extend far beyond your hair. People frequently notice better energy, sharper thinking, healthier skin, stronger nails, and improved overall wellness. The hair simply becomes one visible reflection of what's happening internally. You have far more influence over healthy aging than most people realize. And many of those choices begin with what you place on your plate every single day. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods feels easiest for you to start with? Would you try liver? Or are berries and almonds more realistic for your routine? Leave a comment below and let me know. And if you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who may benefit from it. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'm Dr. Evan Hartley. And until next time, stay healthy, stay strong, and keep taking care of the body that takes care of you.